Pour présenter le prochain prix, je vais accueillir sur la scène Catherine Mills, qui a travaillé auprès de Bob Levin pendant des années et qui vient de prendre sa retraite du Globe and Mail. To present the next award, I'd like to welcome to the stage Catherine Mills, who worked with Bob Levin for years and who recently retired from the Globe and Mail.
Le prix Bob Levin pour le reportage bref honore un véritable réviseur de rédaction. Bob Levin comprenait la puissance d'une histoire qu'on raconte, mais aussi la nuance du choix de chacun des mots. Réservé, attentif et avisé, Bob Levin était le genre de réviseur que tout journaliste souhaite. Quelqu'un qui peut vous aider à trouver une expression pour votre article dans un ton que vous n'aviez jamais pensé imaginer. Ce prix est commandité par le Globe and Mail. Hareen Mansukani, Calgary Herald, Calgary Sun. Hareen Mansukani tells a tale of two disparate lives connected by one catastrophic event, the wildfire that forced the evacuation of Yellowknife last summer. He shares the story of a white woman who had seen the fire coming and was showered with generosity after leaving her insured home with her husband, who uses a wheelchair. And he shares the story of an Indigenous woman who, due to poverty, didn't know about the blaze. Forced to flee her trailer, she faces the prospect of homelessness. Judges praise Mansukani's focus on details and his poetic writing. They said the story illustrates how, while no human tragedy is greater or lesser than any other, different circumstances affect how we experience our lives. Grant Robertson, Globe and Mail. Much has been written about Canada's opioid crisis. Grant Robertson's short feature explores that crisis in a new and unforgettable way, judges said, signaling just how far the front lines have shifted. His story takes place at a small church in downtown Ottawa, a short walk from Parliament Hill, where parishioners have been taught how to administer life-saving naloxone to someone who is overdosing. They've already saved multiple lives. At the drop-in center below the church, there's at least one revival a day. Judges said the macro context is interwoven seamlessly with the micro stories of the main characters, and the reader is left with a powerful insight into how it feels to save a person's life. Jane Sims, London Free Press. Jane Sims wrote Remembering the Afzal Family just hours after Nathaniel Veltman was found guilty of first-degree murder for the 2021 truck attack on a Muslim family that left 4 people dead. Talit, 72, Salman, 46, Medea, 45, and Yumna, 15. It's a personal story, interweaving the lives of the victims of the horrific white supremacist attack with the man responsible for their deaths, mental health, and Sims' relations with them all. She didn't know Salman, but the physiotherapist had been working on fitting her 92-year-old mother for a wheelchair when he was killed. Judges said, gripping on multiple levels, Sims' feature unpacks the complexities of family, community, violence, and grief through careful writing. A fitting tribute.
And the winner is Jane Sims, London Free Press.
Hello. First of all, I'm honored, and thank you to the judges for recognizing this work, and I want to congratulate Hareen and Grant for the nomination in this, what I'll call a really eclectic category. I want to first thank my husband, Chris Harvey, and my children, Will and Emma, young adults, and whose whole lives Mom has been on deadline, so they put up with a lot of crap. So, and I also want to thank the entire Free Press newsroom. We are small but mighty, and without each other, we don't do good work. I want to particularly say thank you to Joe Rossetti, our editor-in-chief, and Greg Van Morsel, our news editor, who understood that I had a little bit more to say when this case was over. And also, they're probably just in complete shock that Jane Sims won a National Newspaper Award for writing something short. But I want to talk a little bit, if I could please, about Salman Afzal. And it was intimated in that beautiful intro. He was a lovely man, and he brought his family to Canada from Pakistan with the hopes of a good life, a new life, a happy life, a safe life. And that was taken away from him, not because of who he was, but about what his family was wearing and how they worshiped. It occurs to me, I want to just tell you one about this. He came over and he was a physiotherapist, and he got his qualifications back, and he was working in nursing homes in small towns north of London. And as was said here, my mother was one of his patients. I must tell you this. I wrote this piece in November. I lost my mom in January. While sad, it was not a shock. But the loss of the Afzal family was not just sad, but it was a shock. And it went to the very heart of my community, the very heart of London. And it's a reminder to us as journalists that we need to call out hate and racism wherever we see it. And so if I may, I want to dedicate this win to my mom, Edna Muriel Sims, age 92, to the Afzal family, and to long-term care workers everywhere. We should give them a great big fat raise. Thank you very much.